Good afternoon and welcome to the Windsor Star's Net News at Noon. I'm Craig Pearson with Don McArthur, bringing you the best from the paper and the web. I haven't been here for a few days. I was out at the Okanagan Valley, so good to be on.
Welcome back, brother.
Thanks very much. Windsor native, known as the Nephew Bandit, will appear on Saturday's episode of America's Most Wanted. Richard Earl Rupert is accused of bilking seniors across the country in retirement homes. Apparently the 54-year-old goes into retirement homes, poses as a distant relative in need, and there you go, and he's been on the lam for a long time.
Yeah, he eluded the coppers in Winnipeg just last month. Anyway, so if you spot him, give him a shout. Anyway, the murder trial in the stabbing death of Derek Osborne continues today. It was an emotional day yesterday. The first day of the trial, the Star was there. The courtroom was packed with supporters of the accused and the victim packing the courtroom. The court heard that Osborne, the victim here, was drunk and belligerent outside Spicoli's the night he was stabbed in the city's west side. But the line of the day has got to go to the Crown Prosecutor, Tim Kavanagh. He says this: the 15 minutes of Derek Osborne's life you're going to hear about, you might not be impressed with, but 15 minutes is not a biography.
The number of people collecting employment insurance in Windsor actually plummeted by 40% from this July compared to last July. Now, those are figures just released by Stats Canada. We should take them with a bit of a grain of salt, however, because it is due to some job gains, but also the fact that many people just ran out of their year's worth of EI.
In Canada's Gun Registry, that survived a crucial nail-biter, folks, last night in the House of Commons by a vote of 153 to 151. MPs voted to keep the registry. Now, the local folks, the local dippers, Joe Comartin and Brian Massey, they voted to preserve the Gun Registry, and Watson and Van Kesteren, they voted to ditch the registry. And stay tuned, because this is shaping up to be an election issue.
In fact, an election could theoretically be called over, some people are suggesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, all you East Enders better find an alternate route home. At least if you use Riverside Drive, it's going to be closed for resurfacing between George and Pillette.
Exactly. And Limoges and Francis, okay, they're trading barbs in the paper today over Francis's plan to build a transient marina. And they're still duking it out on Facebook there, where Limoges, he has 746 fans now compared to just 551 for Francis. Now, the Francis camp, they sent out a little Facebook blast last night just to let the folks know that they have received 1,734 requests for lawn signs. These things are popping up for both camps, are popping up like mushrooms all over the place.
Okay, after decades of improvement, the Great Lakes are deteriorating, according to the Ontario Environmental Commissioner's annual report. The newly released report blames municipal sewer water systems, which apparently are being taxed more than ever.
And the Commonwealth Games, folks, we want to change the name to the Common Filth Games. Local athletes, Mary Caton writes about it on the front page, are sort of fearful to go. These games are in India, in New Delhi, and apparently there's some pretty shaky accommodations. Now there's some photographic proof. There's pictures we have online. They show leaky toilets, stained showers, and bedrooms in the athletes' village. Some countries, including Canada, they might not even go.
Wow. That's bad.
That is bad.
The athletes train so long and they get that one shot. And anyway, but speaking of athletes, it's game night tonight for the Windsor Spitfires, kicking off their season against the Plymouth Whalers. GM Warren Reichel won't rule out the possibility of a three-peat, but boy, the Stars would have to align for that to happen. They've lost 12 regulars from last season.
Yeah, well, our poll question asked you guys what you think about the Spit's chances. Now, nearly 20% of you think they're going to win their third straight Memorial Cup. About 22% of you feel they're going to claim the OHL title, but fall short in their quest for a three-peat there for the Memorial Cup. About 50% of you say they're going to get knocked out in the first or second round of the playoffs, and nearly 10% of you, the traders out there, I guess, say that the Spits are going to miss the playoffs.
If you're really interested in this, you should pick up the paper for a full spread with all the OHL teams in there. For the Stars Live blog, you got to check that out tonight. It's the first one of the season from the WFCU Center, and that starts at 7 p.m.
What do you think? They're going to three-peat? What's your prediction?
I think three-peat is a little too difficult. I'm not even sure it's ever been done in the OHL before, but if it has, it's really rare, and especially with the roster change. But what I am hoping is that they're still going to have a great team with a lot of entertainment for us all season long.
And we learned last season, man, never bet against the Spits. Online and on your porch, we are the Windsor Star.